everyone, so this is an eye review for Naomi. So here we have blue eye, and the reason we see that it's a blue eye is that right around the outer edge of the iris, we see that there's a lot of areas where they look green, they don't look brown. That's how you can tell. It's because usually when you have true brown eye, all of it looks brown. So it could be lighter shades of brown, darker shades of brown, but they're all brown shades. Usually it goes from like a honey brown to a dark brown when it is a really true brown eye. Here we see greenish tones pretty much everywhere, and the only really true brown that we can see, and even here it has a green shade to it, but that may be just the lighting itself because the skin kind of has that undertone a little bit too. So that could be just how the picture was taken, but the brown that we can see goes around the pupil. And as you guys know from my other videos, that this just means that the GI tract is not in the best shape. And that's true for really most people, unless they've been very good on their diet since the beginning. And you know, how many people are vegetarians, vegans, and really clean diets? That's like, what, 1%, 2% of the population. So really, we're pretty much all of us are in the same boat. And to get out of it is you need to eat better and make sure that you are cleaning out the GI. Now you can also take herbs. You can also do like specific things to clean the GI, like GI detox kits and all of this kind of stuff. All of this does help. Colonics help as well. Colonics don't help as much as, you know, they're promoted to help, because they can only clean the the part that's closest to the outer edge of the opening, um, if you know what I mean. So they don't go all the way in the body, right? So, but at least it's better than not cleaning it at all, right? But you have to be careful with colonics. You don't want to do it all the time, because then you're, from what I know, I don't know much about colonics, so you know, really research it. Don't just believe what I'm saying. But based on what I heard is it ruins kind of the good bacteria as well, and the flora of, like, the internal flora of the body, if you're doing them all the time. So the body stops being able to do things that it needs to do. So it's fine every once in a while, but you know, all the time, I don't know. So, but then like a lot of raw vegans I watch, they do colonics almost like every other day, which I don't know. So you have to do your own research on that. But really, it boils down to what you're eating. If you're putting in things that are dirtying your GI, which means that if you're putting things in that are that the body doesn't know what to do with, such as like breads, pastas, meats, cheeses, all of this is going to make it worse, because those are unnatural foods. It's not like, you know, even being now, like in the olden days, right? People used to make cheese a lot different than they make it now, right? And milk and breads. Now there's so many additives. It has almost no benefit, and it's only really hurting you, you know, even though it tastes good. So, and you know, it's getting away from the fact that, you know, I don't know about you, but me personally, like, I used to take eating as almost like a roller coaster ride. Like, ooh, I want to try this. This is yummy. This is good. I can't, you know, I have to try it. But now I'm looking into what it's actually doing for my body. And because it's like you're tasting it for a moment, right? But your body has to process it, and those toxins a lot of the time stay inside the body for a very long time. So that moment is not worth for something to, you know, hang around in your body for a year, for example, you know. And some of those things, they're so unnatural that they just stick to inside the body, you know, and then they create like stones and, you know, all kinds of stuff, right? So anyways, so you do have blue eyes underneath all of this. It's not the clearest of pictures, but even with this, I can definitely tell that it's not a true brown eye. It just doesn't look like it. It looks like you do have some skin problems with on the outside. There's quite a strong rim around the iris. So usually when I see that, that means there's issues with the skin. And the reason why there's issues with the skin is because there's issue with the kidneys. And you actually have some dark spots on the kidneys as well, from what I can see here. And the reason why you have a problem with the kidneys is because you're not eating the right foods. And when the kidneys can't process the foods, the only way your body can eliminate it besides the kidneys filtering would be through the skin. So if you're having any kind of skin eruptions, or it can be like just any abnormal skin problems, start getting rid of these toxic foods. You will see those skin problems get better. Now, before they get better, they usually get worse. Not to kind of rate on the parade, but they usually get worse. So you have to prepare for that, because all the stuff that's stuck under the skin, it's going to come out. And it's sometimes, depending on the situation, it can look pretty scary. But it's not going to be a forever situation. It comes out and then it's gone, and then you'll have good skin. The best things I suggest would be watermelon juice, if you can get watermelon wherever, like where you live. Citrus is really good. Just really anything that's natural, you know. You can get a dehydrator, and dehydrate foods if you need something like more like cooked and stuff like that. If you want cooked foods, if you live in a place right now it's still cold, so you can have like stews and things like that, but just without the meat, without the butter, without any of the stuff that's not natural, just basically veggies, you know, and that's fine as well. But make sure you have like a stew and a salad, so you're having some fresh and then some cooked. So, and you can, I mean, the good thing about this diet is that it's not really a diet, because it's not like you're really trying to lose weight, right? But if you are overweight, you will lose weight. If you are on, I would say I was a normal weight and I didn't lose any weight. So it really depends where you are with it. But the good thing about this diet is that you can eat as much as you want, really. Like, you're eating veggies, you can eat as much as you want. You're not going to gain weight, you know? I mean, unless you really try to eat all day long, right? So I hope this helps. Please, if you do decide to go on this diet lifestyle, just send me an updated pictures in about 6 months, and we'll see how your eyes are changing, and that would be nice to see. Thank you so much for sending it to me. If you guys would like me to review your eyes, I will leave that below. If you guys would like to jump ahead of the line, you can purchase through my website. I think it's $20 for me to do your eye review, and I will do a review the next day, and I'll send you the files with it. And it won't go on YouTube, it'll just be files that are sent directly to your email. So that's available too, and thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.